Hello, everyone. This is Sharon with Entelechy Visions, and this is an energy update for the week of March 30th through April 5th. So, we are still undergoing a very, very powerful transformation and quite a bit of a pause and reset for all of our lives right now. We are experiencing a very pivotal point in history at the moment. And I know many are undergoing a lot of challenges, and this time is not easy, to say the least. But we are part of this enormous shift that's going on, and we will look back upon this time and see that this was the period where everything really started to ripple out and change dramatically. So try not to rush what we're moving through. I know there's many who are eager to get back to the way things were going with life, and many who are eager to get things rolling again. But this reset is serving such an enormous part for not only our personal lives, but on a systematic level for the entire planet. So this is needed to really take our time to navigate this and to move through this. Not to say that going inward or having a pause is easy at times, because that silence is not something that we are used to. It's not something that as a collective we operate within always. But know that when we go within and we listen to our inner world, we have a deeper connection that begins to emerge. That there is a lot of uncertainty right now. And there's a lot of unknowns. And so we may feel somewhat powerless. We may feel somewhat sensitive because we are unable to control the external circumstances. However, what we can control is our deep connection with ourselves. What we can control is our deep connection with trust, with our own heart, and with all of creation. And we can connect with others as well. And this is something that we can hold as a place of power, because we always have access to these things. So many are feeling that uncertainty, and they are falling to a place of spiritual connection. Many who may not have considered it before, but are turning to that higher power for answers, which is a good thing, to really allow people to find another connection for their path in a new way. This is really bringing people back to a still point and a place of awareness, not only for their life, to really see their lives in new ways, to see the many layers of your life and how you have been operating. Maybe there's been a job that you've been going to that you've just kind of put up with, and now this pause is letting you reflect on what that means for you and how you want to move forward. Maybe this pause is letting you have some space from a stressful situation that you've been in. Or it's highlighting certain edge points in a relationship presently, and it's gaining that perspective on what that means for you and how you want to move forward with that. So many things are arising in this space. There's also a lot of beauty. There's a lot of goodness that's arising. Deeper connections with people that we've been pining for, that move to go more intimately with them, whether that's family, friends, loved ones, partners. A lot of creativity, creations are being spawned from this. People stepping up to shine their light even brighter, feeling that call to really share more of their gifts and their expressions and wisdom with the world. A lot of people that have been in the spotlight, really showing their truth, their vulnerability, more of their home lives and private expressions of their path and who they are. So a lot is being shared. A lot of our guards are being let down, and a lot is being revealed, because when we're coming back to this place of stillness, we realize the humanity in all of this. We realize how deeply we are all intertwined, and compassion emerges from crisis. Heart center emerges from challenge. So there's so much on a amazing, amazing level that's emerging from all of this. So remember that when you're finding yourself in your quieter space, maybe having some challenges with the self-isolation that we're being called into, remembering the bigger picture and the good things that are emerging out of this. On a day-to-day, our daily routines are shifting. Relationships may be getting tested, and we're also being called into a space that we are not used to, which is more time spent at home. However, this is really allowing us to see how we are not only reflecting upon our personal situations and our life, but how we're contributing to the world and how we're contributing to the planet. That you may see things emerging around pollution settling and things kind of shifting on an earth-based level, our resources getting addressed. The economy is shifting, and the healthcare is shifting. Even agriculture, all of these things are getting sparked right now as things are scattering, but they're also reshaping many areas of life. So there is a reconstruction that's occurring in terms of wealth, economy, our health systems, how we're treating our bodies, how we are handling health, how we are approaching what is available to our healthcare needs, our resources in terms of survival, our food, our nourishment. You may see many people are turning to other options for growing food, permaculture sparking up. So a lot is reforming. So right now is a very, very catalytic, extremely powerful time. And there is no light way to put that, because there is many, many layers to what's occurring. And so this does not need to be forced. This does not need to be rushed. In fact, it should be embraced in many ways for the gift that we are being given right now, to reset, to realign, to reconnect with one another, to create anew for our lives and for our future ahead, together and individually, is very, very powerful. So as life quiets down and we hear our inner space and we hear our own thoughts and we hear our own heart, don't be afraid to face yourself in this time, for this is one of the key themes that we are working on presently. And in doing so, you'll find that you will experience an emergence of your own intuition, of your own inner voice speaking to you. That it's a good time to really set aside the distractions. Yes, it's good to be productive and have creativity during this time, but a big portion of this is to put down the technology, to put down your phone, to turn off and tune in to your inner world. And by doing that, you will begin to know yourself in new ways that maybe you hadn't had the time to really know yourself. Maybe you hadn't had the space to listen to what wanted to emerge from deep within. So no, in this space, it's reminding us that we don't always need that outside reassurance from others about how to navigate our lives, about how to move forward, and what steps to take next that will align us more with our truth, with our joy, with our most radiant expressions in the world. So this is reminding us that we have always had it within us. It's a matter of this space allowing us to reconnect with it and to truly listen. So I invite you to take that time to listen, whether that's in your own home or getting outside in nature, which will allow you to really connect even more. As there are many areas that are allowing us to still go outside and be in nature. It will be very grounding and healing, and will remind you that you're being supported on many, many levels. And the earth is moving through this with us, as we are not a part of the planet. We are the planet. So this is a wild journey, and I know that many may wonder, when is this going to let up? When is this going to ease? And when will we find a return to some normal way of living? In that space and in that questioning, I invite you to continue to have that patience. Yes, it will return to another way. It will not be the way that we were usually living and the way that we were used to doing things prior to this change, because this is a pivotal point. This is a turn. This is a shift. So it will restructure itself in a new pattern, but it will be one that is needed, and it will be one that looks different for how we have evolved and changed, not only individually, but on a global scale. So we are entering a new way. We are entering a new phase, and that is a lot to be excited about. That's a lot to be joyful about, because old systems are reshuffling. And we have this grand opportunity to allow those old ways to crumble. So we are approaching our future with new solutions. We are approaching our future with new ways of doing things. And that is extremely exciting. So with that, allow that to be a seed of hope for you at this time. Yes, there will be a receding of all of this, and this is temporary. But in this experience, soak it up as a gift of change and the power of transformation that we're moving through, not just collectively, but in your own heart space. Give yourself the time to rest. Give yourself the time to go within, to reset. And any challenge that is arising in your life, whether that is emotional, financial, physical, health-wise, that is part of the lesson that this time is teaching you. So anything that is challenging, move into that discomfort and allow yourself to incorporate the growth, the lessons, because this is what will reshape your future in the days ahead. If you do need additional support, as these times are really calling for that, we are continuing to offer remote sessions by phone and do have a current special which you can view on our site under the book appointment tab for intuitive healing sessions for 45 minutes. You can learn more at entelechivisions.com. I hope that you stay well, you stay healthy and safe, and know that we are all in this together at these times. I thank you for listening to this channel, and have a wonderful day.